Welcome in. I'm just so glad to have you joining us today.
Yeah, it is great to be here.
Whether you are, gearing up for a high-stakes meeting, or you're trying to optimize your personal development, or maybe you're just endlessly fascinated by the hidden mechanics of human behavior, you are exactly where you need to be.
Absolutely.
Today's deep dive is hyper-focused and incredibly practical. We are unpacking a source text that is short, undeniably punchy, and honestly quite provocative.
Very provocative.
It's a guide titled How to Calm Down Fast When You're Triggered. No fluff, just power.
And there really is no fluff.
No. Our mission for this deep dive is to extract the core framework from this text and hand you a functional toolkit for navigating in an unpredictable world. Specifically, how to do it without constantly bleeding out your own personal power.
It is a remarkably dense piece of writing. The author completely bypasses all the usual clinical jargon we often see wrapped around emotional regulation.
Right, the stuff that sounds nice but doesn't actually help in the moment.
Exactly. It goes straight for the jugular regarding how human reaction actually works. It demands accountability right from the first sentence.
It really does. And it starts with a premise that I guarantee is going to ruffle some feathers right out of the gate.
Oh, without a doubt.
The text opens with this absolute statement. Let's be real, nobody makes you angry. You get angry because of the story you tell yourself about what just happened.
Which is a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people.
Okay, let's unpack this, because reading that for the first time, it feels almost...
dismissive.
Exactly, dismissive. I know for a fact that if someone cuts me off in heavy traffic, or, a colleague sends me a wildly passive-aggressive email and CCs my boss, it absolutely feels like they made me angry.
Right.
It feels causal. But this source is demanding a massive shift in perspective, claiming this specific shift is the ultimate shortcut to taking your power back instantly. So why is that?
Well, I completely understand the resistance to that idea. It feels counterintuitive to our lived experience. But objectively, it is the most empowering realization a person can have.
Empowering because you're in control.
Yes. Think about the mechanics of blame. When you say, that person made me angry, you are literally handing over the remote control of your internal emotional state to a stranger on the highway.
Wow.
Or to a frustrating coworker. You are giving them the authority to dictate your biological weather.
Your biological weather, I like that.
And the text draws a very hard boundary here. It argues that the external event itself, the email, the traffic, the offhand comment, is entirely neutral data until your brain interprets it.
Until you assign meaning to it.
Right. The anger isn't generated by the event, it's generated by the story you immediately attach to the event.
I hear that, but I have to push back a little here.
Sure.
In the heat of the moment, when your heart